Hello listeners, welcome to the 9th edition of SPARC News. Our top story today, State ASK'ed SPARC Answered. The SPARC Access for Sharing Knowledge ASK Help Desk provided policy and strategy and public financial management training support to Abia State top government officials in Omahia from 24th to 27th August 2015. Two consultants, myself and Mr. Sitamwafo, provided state-of-the-art training based on the locally developed SPARC tools, including how to guide on preparing state development plan, how to guide on preparing medium-term sector strategies, and how to guide on preparing realistic budgets, and the government resource estimation and allocation tool, which enables states to prepare the economic and fiscal update, the fiscal strategy paper, and the budget policy statement. Additionally, we use the SPARC revenue projection tool to demonstrate to the state government officials on how to realistically estimate their recurrent revenues, which include statutory allocation, value-added tax, and IGR. Besides, we also use the integrated planning and budget calendar to demonstrate to the state how they can order their budget and planning process in a more coherent manner. The training was kicked off by the Secretary to the State Government, who had asked the state to suspend its 2016 budget process until the training had been held. His mission was to make the next Abia State budget more realistic. More than 30 top-level government officials attended the training daily, ranging from direct level officials and permanent secretaries, cutting across the central MDAs, including Planning Commission, Ministry of Finance, Bureau of Statistics, up to General's Office, Board of Internal Revenue, Accountant General's Office, and Debt Management Department. They also included officials from sector MDAs, including the Ministries of Health, Education, Public Utilities and Water Resources, Works, Rural Development and Poverty Alleviation, Agriculture, Broadcasting Corporation of Abia State, as well as the Office of the Local Government Auditor General. Also present were the State Economic Team and the State House of Assembly, ably represented by the Chairman of the Appropriation Committee and the Secretary of the Appropriation Committee. The SSG, the main driver of this initiative, has been insistent on budget realism since we introduced the subject to him during our diagnostic visit back in late June, upon receipt of an inquiry from the state government early June this year. Since then, he has been pressing that SPARC delivers training to the state officials on how to make their budget realistic. Since the previous year's budgets were neither realistic nor credible. The training was well received by all the officials that attended the training. They were thrilled by the new way of budgeting and planning that has been introduced to them in the state, especially the explanation of the linkage between policy, planning, and budget through the medium-term expenditure process. The Abia State Planning Commission, the agency responsible for planning and budgeting in the state, has taken over the leadership and ownership of this process. The Executive Secretary of the Commission, who sat through all the sessions, has now become an advocate of the new way of doing budgeting and planning in the state. They are now convinced that the budget can be made more realistic if the right process is followed. The Planning Commission has promised to take the process forward by escalating the outcome of the training to the political office holders through the SSG, who will then communicate to all the NDAs. It is expected that the Abia State 2016 budget will be a departure from the previous years. As a result of the training, the State Planning Commission has promised to sit with His Excellency Governor Okezi Ikpeazu to elicit his vision and key priorities for the purposes of the 2016 budget and for the revision of the State Development Plan, and to commence the preparation of medium-term sector strategies in 2016 for the 2017 to 2019 period. At SPARC, we are honored to have been part of the process and encourage you to stay tuned for more governance news coming your way soon. Thank you for listening.